Okay, YouTube, it looks like we are live and ready to go. So today, my name is Jason Smith, and I am going to be recording some hypnosis scripts that I have authored. And these are going to be changed into hypnosis tracks that I'm going to make available in my Hypnotic Tales playlist, which is available right here on my channel. If you haven't listened to them, about a year ago I uploaded, I think, about 8 different hypnosis scripts. From the very first one being the story of Willow the Rabbit, which helps with anxiety. And I worked through several different areas that hypnosis is known to work with, to be very well capable of addressing. And so if you want to take a look at those, you can check over on my page in the playlists under Hypnotic Tales and have a listen to those. But do so when it's a safe time for you to do that, because they are hypnotic in nature and you'll get very, very relaxed. So make sure that you are not operating any heavy machinery or doing anything that requires your full attention at that time. So I'm going to be recording several scripts today. This may not look very pretty because this is the recording process, and so you're going to get to see some behind the scenes of what actually takes place in recording a session or recording these different audios. And so I'm going to do that right now. We're going to start with the very first track, which is called New Beginnings. I wrote this back on January 21st, 2025. And we're going to go ahead and kick things off with that. Let me get over into my Audacity program so we can get that ready to capture the recording, as I'm recording it on my computer and I don't want to rely on the live stream and downloading that. I just want to directly record into Audacity. And so I've got that set up ready to go. All right. And this is New Beginnings by Jason Smith. Take one. Take a moment and get comfortable. Sit or lie down, whatever feels right for you. Uncross your legs and allow your hands to rest gently by your side or on your legs. Take a deep breath in through your nose. That's right. And exhale slowly. Notice how good you feel as we do that again, becoming twice as relaxed as you inhale and exhale. Now, sink deeper into that relaxation and breathe in, and on the next out breath, gently close your eyes. Now, as you stare into that familiar darkness, imagine you are in a dark theater. The movie ended and the credits have rolled and the screen fades to black, reminding you that movies, like a good book, have endings, and all endings invite you to turn the page and begin a new story. And as you sit in this darkened theater, you notice how peaceful it feels. The quiet envelops you like a soft blanket, and as you continue breathing slowly and naturally at the perfect rate for you, become aware of tiny points of light appearing on the screen, like stars emerging in an evening sky. These points of light move slowly, creating gentle patterns that draw your attention deeper. And as you watch these dancing lights, you might notice how your body feels even heavier and more relaxed in your comfortable theater seat. Each breath taking you deeper into this peaceful state. The lights continue their graceful dance, and with each passing moment, you find yourself drifting more and more. And as those dancing lights continue their gentle movement across the screen, they slowly merge together, growing brighter, softer, like morning sunlight filtering through the clouds, until the entire screen transforms into a pure, pristine white canvas, stretching endlessly before you, filled with infinite possibility. And you might notice how this canvas radiates a gentle warmth, like the comfort of sunlight on your skin on a perfect spring morning. Every challenge you faced, every storm you've weathered, these have become your colors, your textures, your tools. Each difficulty overcome has added another shade to your palette. The dark times have taught you about shadow and depth. The tears you've shed have given you the ability to blend and soften. And your victories, no matter how small, have added brilliant highlights to your collection. All of these experiences, all of these moments, they weren't meant to break you, but to give you the exact tools you needed to create something beautiful, something uniquely yours. And you can decide what you'll do with your canvas, painting the future you desire as you reflect upon the wisdom you've gained. And now, as you stand before this blank canvas of possibility, you can feel the strength of every challenge you've overcome flowing through you, like a master artist holding their brush with confident purpose. And just as a master painter knows that a canvas is strong, durable, resilient, you begin to understand that the same is true of you. Those times life seemed to cut deep, to scratch and mark your surface, they didn't weaken you. They added texture, dimension, character. Like an artist's palette knife, creating paths for new growth. Each mark, each scratch, each scar has become a place where beauty can emerge, where strength can take foot and flourish. And as you, we're going to redo that paragraph right there. I told you this was going to be messy, but if you're joining the live stream right now, I am in the middle of recording a script called New Beginnings that I wrote on January 21st of this year. So we're going to go back and redo that paragraph because I said the wrong word as I'm reading it. So here we go. This will be take 2. And just as a master painter knows that a canvas is strong, durable, resilient, you begin to understand that the same is true of you. Those times life seemed to cut deep, to scratch and mark your surface. They didn't weaken you. They added texture, dimension, character. Like an artist's palette knife, creating paths for new growth. Each mark, each scratch, each scar has become a place where beauty can emerge, where strength can take root and flourish. And as you are now standing before this canvas, you might choose to let your heart guide your hand, to begin painting the life you dream of, letting the colors flow naturally, or you might simply stand and appreciate its pristine potential, knowing that each morning brings a fresh canvas, and knowing that every experience has added resilience to you, preparing you to seize hold of every opportunity that awaits. Each moment holds the possibility of a new brushstroke, and you carry within you both the artist's tools and wisdom to create when the moment feels right, to pause when your heart needs to dream. Life is the ultimate choose your own adventure story. So allow wisdom to guide you as you choose your next steps with confidence and grace, and to trust that whether your canvas holds a masterpiece or pure possibility, it is exactly as it should be. And now, imagine yourself stepping into a personal museum, a sanctuary where the story of your life, your triumphs, your challenges, your growth is celebrated. And as you place your canvas in this personal museum where it glows with potential and possibility, you can feel how this space becomes a source of strength, knowing that you are the artist of your own life. And this canvas will always be here for you whenever you need to remember your power to create anew. And as you step back from this gallery of possibility, the canvas continues radiating that gentle warmth, reminding you of your resilience, your creativity, your strength, returning now to the darkened theater where you revel in knowing that a new story is ready to unfold, and you have everything you need to create your future now, one filled with hope and possibility. That's right. And now, as the lights in the theater slowly begin to brighten, you can bring all of these feelings and knowing with you, for you are equipped to step forward, carrying all the strength, knowledge, and creativity you need to embrace a new beginning. And in a moment, when I count to 5, you'll come all the way back to now, feeling refreshed, renewed, and empowered. 1 can easily come back to the surface, feeling 3 times better than before, wide awake and alive on 5. Hi. All right. So that was the New Beginnings Hypnosis script. I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording on Audacity. We're going to save that as a new project. All right, so I don't know if anybody's watching this at the moment, but if you are, pop in the comments any ideas, thoughts, or suggestions that came to you while listening to that. Any room for improvement, that would be appreciated, especially if you're a hypnotist. I'm a hypnotist. I've been certified by the Mike Mandel Hypnosis Academy. That's the shirt I'm wearing today. And just yesterday, I'm extremely happy to announce that I am now certified in mindscaping from Mike Mandel Hypnosis Academy. And so mindscaping is a really awesome modality that can be used for healing, and it can be used for just about anything. We can do it content free, and what we do is we unlock the metaphors of your mind that are keeping you stuck. And so if you're interested in finding out what a mindscape can do for you, send me a message in the DMs and let me know, because I am offering free practice sessions. And I call them practice sessions because this is the first time that I'll actually be making mindscaping available to the public. And so I'll be offering them for free to help people overcome whatever issues that they're experiencing in their life, whether it's sports related or fitness related, or maybe it's anxiety, fear, doubt, worry, whatever it is. We can work through that blockage that you may be experiencing right now, creativity, job, promotion, whatever. We can work through that through a mindscape. And if you're interested in experiencing what that is like and making progress in your own life, then send me a DM and I'll reach out to you and we'll connect so that we can get that going for you. All right, so I don't know. I don't want to do that. That's fun. Save project as. Audacity wants me to save it to the cloud. I just want to save it to my computer, so I don't know why it's defaulting to the cloud. Okay, here we go. That's much better. New beginnings. We'll save that here. And then I'll load up the next script that we're going to do today. It's a lot of fun. One of the scripts that I want to do is one I've designed for my son. He has autism, but he also enjoys things like horror and Kirby and all kinds of things like that. And I thought it would be fun to create a hypnosis script that allowed me to use his interests of horror and put that into it. Now, you wouldn't ordinarily do this as a hypnotist. You're not going to try to scare people to death or anything. You're not trying to scare things out of them. But I figured that if I could incorporate his interests into this script, that he would enjoy it and it would be good for him. So we'll get to that one hopefully later on. But the next one I want to work on is called All Systems Go. Now this one is a script that I've been working on since last year. Now I'm in my 40s now, and last summer I was beginning to experience some sweating in my feet, and I didn't like that very much. And the only reason I even noticed it is because when I was walking through my workplace, I noticed my shoes were squeaking. I thought there was maybe a pinhole in the bottom of the shoe, and I was looking for it. I couldn't find it, and finally I found out that it's because of sweat. And I thought, oh my goodness, why are my feet sweating? And so I did a little bit of research, and I found out that there's a thing called andropause, which is a lot like menopause, only it's for men. And along with andropause comes something known as hyperhidrosis. And if you have diabetes, like my mom does, she is also dealing with hyperhidrosis. And so I thought, why don't we do a script that deals with excessive sweating? And maybe we can reprogram the unconscious mind to reconfigure the systems inside our bodies so that we can regulate our sweating at the appropriate rate for us. And so that's what All Systems Go is all about. And I'm going to load that one up right now from my Google Docs, and we'll get ready to do this one right here live for you. This one was written on January 29th. So let me start a new recording in Audacity. And before I go there, just checking the chat, and I notice there's no chat, so that's good. That's good. I can keep rolling along. I don't require any kind of interaction for this. This is just me showing you a behind-the-scenes look of recording hypnosis audios. So we'll truck right along, and we're getting into the All Systems Go track. All right, this is All Systems Go by Jason Smith, written on January 29th, 2025. Take one. You might want to find a comfortable place now, whatever that means for you. And as you settle in, you may notice how your body already knows how to relax. Perhaps there's the distant sound of traffic, or the hum of electronics, or maybe just the rhythm of your own breath, all of which seem to help you sink into comfort. And we're going to do that again. Take two. You might want to find a comfortable place now, whatever that means for you. And as you settle in, you may notice how your body already knows how to relax. Perhaps there's the distant sound of traffic, or the hum of electronics, or maybe just the rhythm of your own breath, all of which seem to help you sink into comfort even more easily. And as you listen to my voice, you might become aware of your eyes now, how they feel as they rest, or as they become heavier or lighter. and perhaps you'll enjoy the feeling of just allowing them to close whenever it feels right for you. Taking a deep breath now, and as you exhale, you might notice something shifting inside, a sense of letting go. And it's interesting how time seems to flow differently when you drift like this. And in a moment, I'm going to count down from 10 to 1, and with each number, it's as if you're stepping through a doorway leading to another doorway. And as you step through, you might be surprised at how naturally your mind just knows exactly what to do to go deeper into comfort. 10. Drifting down now. 9. Deeper still. 8. A doorway opens and you step through. 7. Sinking further. Another doorway ahead. 6. That's right. Effortlessly moving through. 5. Letting go completely. Floating. 4. Now, going even deeper. 3. All the way down. 2. And it just feels right. 1. That's it. Deep inside now. And as you settle into this experience, you might notice how your hand feels, perhaps lighter or heavier, or maybe there's a slight tingling sensation, or even a gentle warmth spreading through. And as you become aware of that now, it's interesting how your mind just seems to sink even deeper. Imagine now that you're descending in a modern elevator, watching the floor numbers count down. 10, 9, 8, and arriving at a place that feels just right. A place where everything is monitored and adjusted with expert precision. As the doors open, you see a vast advanced control center filled with sophisticated systems working in perfect harmony. And as you explore, you notice 3 distinct areas, each essential to your body's natural balance. To your right, a skilled mechanic examines detailed blueprints of your body's cooling system. Watch as they use advanced diagnostic tools to scan your internal systems, identifying exactly what needs attention. And as they make adjustments, tuning and optimizing, it's almost as if you can feel something shifting inside, perhaps a sensation of balance or a gentle sense of ease as new state-of-the-art components seamlessly integrate into your system. In the center of the room, the master plumber works at a complex control panel, monitoring a network of valves and flow regulators as they check each connection, tightening here, calibrating there. Your body begins to find its perfect rhythm. And as they install smart regulators, automatically fine-tuning everything for you, you might even notice how your body just knows how to maintain this effortless state of balance. To the left, in a specialized chamber, the chemist works in a high-tech laboratory. Holographic displays show real-time chemical analysis, tracking every detail of your body's balance. With practiced precision, they fine-tune molecular harmonics, adjusting levels, balancing key components, and as they finalize their work, you can sense a deep, undeniable stability settling in, an effortless harmony at the deepest level of your being. Now, as these three experts complete their work, something remarkable happens. The systems align, synchronizing in perfect rhythm, each part supporting the others. And your body naturally maintaining this new state, easily, automatically. And isn't it interesting how your body just knows how to regulate itself, as if it's always known, but now it's just doing it even better. And now, your unconscious mind can take all the time it needs to fully integrate these changes, allowing the new neural pathways to strengthen and solidify as your natural regulatory systems adjust to their optimal settings. Your body knows exactly how much time is needed to ensure these improvements become automatic, running effortlessly in the background, day and night, awake and asleep. And only when your system has fully aligned, when every part is working perfectly together, will you naturally begin to drift back to waking awareness, bringing with you all of these benefits, effortlessly integrated into your everyday life. Take all the time you need, and as you return, in your own way, in your own time, you might even notice how something already feels different. A quiet knowing that everything is now working exactly as it should. That's right. Whew. And that is all systems go. I don't know about you, but I definitely felt something on that, and I'm the one reading the scripts. It's pretty fun when you can hypnotize yourself while doing this stuff. And self-hypnosis is a powerful thing. You know, people often ask, what is hypnosis? And to be honest, all hypnosis is a form of self-hypnosis. There's some people that think that hypnosis is mind control, but it's not mind control. It's you surrendering to your unconscious mind and allowing it to do the work for you. We do this when we sleep. That's when we go into REM sleep and our body is trying to process things while we sleep. Well, we can do that while we are awake. And hypnosis, we say that you're asleep, but you're not really asleep. You're just submitting your conscious mind underneath your unconscious mind, subconscious mind, non-conscious mind, whatever you want to call it, and you're allowing it to come to the forefront and do all of the deep work that you need it to do. And so that's really what it is. It's not mind control unless you want to consider it's you controlling your own mind to do things that consciously you're not thinking about doing. All right, so let me save this project into my computer, and then we'll start on the next track. I am on a limited schedule today. My wife took the boys out of the house so they could go to the park, and she's got to run some errands to the store. And this is the only time I have to record when it's nice and quiet in the apartment. Now, I don't know, I might have to redo that track I just did, the All Systems Go, because I did hear some chatter from outside my apartment door coming from the neighbors. I don't know if that got picked up, or if it did, if I'll be able to remove it in post. But we'll see, and we'll go from there once we get to the editing phase. So this is All Systems Go, and we'll save that one now. Okay, great. All right. Hope you're enjoying this today. If you are watching, if you're not, and you're on the replay, that's cool too. Let me know how you found this channel, because I only have 12 subscribers. So if you happened on this channel and you're enjoying what you're seeing, I don't do this all the time. I'm not always a live streamer, but I thought it'd be something to do today since I had the extra time. So I'm giving it a go. We'll see what happens. Will I do it again? I have no idea. Is it worth my time? We'll see. All right, so we're going to go into the next track. Now, this one is called the Energy Quest. And I wrote this one back in February, and the purpose of this one is to help with craving sweets. I know that's something I struggled with, especially at the beginning of this year. I'll be honest, sweets were the bane of my existence. I don't know if those are the right words, but it definitely was a struggle for me, because I'd be at work during the day and I'd go downstairs to the vending machine and I'd get me a Snickers bar. I could see myself standing before the vending machine, getting ready to put my card in just so I could get a candy. And you know, that's not something that my body really needs, but there was this sugar craving that was inside of me. A friend of mine, Dr. Sakina Bunch, she is the author of several books now, but she's also the owner of Clean Good Eats in Radcliffe, Kentucky, and she does workshops. She has a 90-day sugar detox. She works with my wife on helping her to improve her eating habits and all that stuff. Sakina is phenomenal, and my wife told me that Sakina had a particular, what do we call it, a metaphor for that creature that craves all the sugar inside of you, and she called it a sugar dragon. And I think this particular hypnosis script, I introduced the concept of the sugar dragon. Now, I'm not a very good artist, but I like to draw things when I'm creating. And so this is how I imagined my sugar dragon. It's a big, fat, ugly looking dragon, and it just wants sugar. It desires it. It wants to devour it. And so the sugar dragon is really a force inside each one of us that craves the things that we shouldn't eat. And so that's what this track is all about. And we're going to go ahead and dive into that. Let me get it set up in Audacity, and we'll start recording here in just a moment. All right. And this is The Energy Quest by Jason Smith, written on February 13th, 2025. Take 1. Take a deep breath in and let it out. That's right. As you settle in and allow yourself to relax, I wonder what it would feel like to let go just a little bit. Just loosen your grip. Just a little. Feels better, doesn't it? That's right. There was once a traveler seeking a land of boundless energy. This traveler, much like you, wanted to feel alive, vibrant, and full of strength each day. At the start of his journey, he came upon a bright and inviting marketplace, filled with dazzling treats that sparkled in the sunlight. A friendly merchant offered him a golden, syrupy pastry, saying, "This will give you energy, quick and easy." And indeed, the traveler took a bite, feeling an instant rush, as if the sun itself had filled his veins. He hurried forward, believing he had found the secret. But soon, the golden glow faded. His steps became heavy, his mind foggy. The energy had vanished, leaving him sluggish, craving more. Sugar knows how to give you energy, but it's not sustainable, and it is very unforgiving to your body at a cellular level. Determined to continue, he pressed on and met an old sage by a fire. The sage watched him, smiled, and said, "Energy, real energy, comes in many forms. Fat is how your body stores energy, wisely keeping it for times of need. Protein is another kind of energy, the building blocks of life, making you strong, repairing and renewing every part of you." The traveler listened, curious. "But the sweet energy is so easy," he said. The sage chuckled. "There's a principle of nature. When it's easy on the front end, it's hard on the back end. But when it's hard on the front end, it's easy on the back end." And the traveler thought about this. He realized that the hardest part was deciding what he truly wanted. Did he want the quick, fleeting spark or lasting, steady power? And as you consider this now, you might notice that your body already knows how to use fat for energy whenever you decide to fast or move your body. And your body knows how to break down protein to give you lasting strength and vitality. And what's interesting is, the thing we think is hard is not really hard at all, because the moment you decide, you are already on the path. A path where you live with all the energy you'll ever need. A path where you live full out with power and strength. And you can choose that and experience all the benefits that come with it much faster than you think. And as you drift into comfort now, you might begin to notice a change happening deep inside, a shift, a knowing, a sense of freedom. And when you're ready, you can bring that feeling back with you into the rest of your day, feeling lighter, clearer, and more in control. That's right. Okay, so that's the energy quest, and I said before we started recording it that the energy quest featured the sugar dragon, but having read that to you right now, it didn't mention the sugar dragon at all. So I don't know if maybe I put that in a different script, but I know that the sugar dragon was definitely an inspiration for this, and I would encourage every one of you to slay your inner sugar dragon. Why? Because it's good for you. What do you mean it's good for me, Jason? Okay, so I've been on this journey since the beginning of February. My employer, Mauser Cabinetry in Elizabethtown, Kentucky, they had partnered up with Planet Fitness because E-Town Swim and Fitness went out of business. And so by setting up with Planet Fitness, we now have access to the gym at a reasonable price, much lower than what you would pay if you were just somebody off the street going in and signing up. So I'm really thankful to my employer for that. And I've been going to the gym faithfully since the beginning of February 1, and I'm in the gym about 6 days a week. Is that overkill? Maybe, but I'm going that many times because both my son and my wife want to go. And when I take them, I go with each one of them 3 days a week. That gives me extra time in the gym, and it gives them 3 times a week with me. We're about to switch things up as we go into this next month, in the month of April, because I'm training to run a 5K, the first 5K I've run in over 20 years. I used to be in the Army, and the fastest PT test I had ever run, a 2 mile run, was about 12 minutes and 13 seconds. I've never run that fast ever again since then. But now that I'm doing this, I'm training, I feel like I have the energy to go running and I want to do it. Um, this first race is going to be a race that challenges me, and it sets a baseline for what I intend to do. I feel like it's important, just like the military had PT tests once a quarter. I feel like it's important to test yourself and challenge yourself in your development. And so that's exactly what this race is going to do. But something else that I like about this race is it's called the Autism Spectrum 5K, and it's in Elizabethtown, Kentucky at the Elizabethtown Sports Park. And because my son Paxton, my middle son Paxton, who's 10 years old, has autism, this is an opportunity for me to support that cause. And so it's not just a run that challenges me, it's also a run that helps me support something that I believe in and that I feel connected to. And so I'm really excited to be doing that. So next month, we're going to be doing a lot more. We're going to be doing a different workout just in general. I'm going to be doing more cardio to train for this race, but on the off days that I'm not doing cardio, we're going to be lifting weights because that's the most important thing for us to do, especially when it comes to resetting our metabolism and losing weight and building muscle. It's you have to lift weights, and so that's what I'm doing. And I think in the month of May, we're going to focus hard on doing upper body. Now, I've been doing a mix of split days where I do upper body and lower body on different days, and then on the off days, we're doing cardio. But I think just for the month of April, we're going to target all upper body. I'm going to be doing chest, back, and arms, and that's what our main focus is going to be for that month. And then we'll reassess things as we go into the month of May. But that's my goal, and that's what I'm going to do. And so I'm excited that you're joining me for this live stream right now. All right, I'm going to save this file, the Energy Quest, and that one is okay. I'm just checking. I don't know if All Systems Go was saved. Well, I'll have to check that later. But energy is saved now. That would be very sad if it wasn't saved, because then I have to record it all over again. But then again, good news is if there was some background chatter from my neighbors, I'll get a nice clean recording the next time. All right. Popping back over to check the chat, and don't see any activity going on there, and it doesn't surprise me with 12 subscribers. If you like what you're seeing, hit that like button and subscribe. Let me know how you found this channel, because that's the most important thing for me right now, is learning how you connect with me. So here we go. We're going to go to the next one. This one's called Accept the Gift. Accept the Gift is all about acceptance. And sometimes in life it's hard to accept anything. And we might not accept charity from people because we have pride that gets in the way, or maybe we don't accept circumstances that happen to us because it feels wrong, or it feels like it was bad and it shouldn't have happened to us that way. Well, this one is to help you with acceptance, whether it's accepting the negative things that happen in your life, because even when negative things happen, there's positive results, because you always learn something from the negative things that happened in your life. And so don't look at every bad situation, every challenge as something that is out to get you, because it's not. These things are there to strengthen and test you and to prove you and make you better. All right, so this one was written on February 13th. I'm loading up my recording now. Here we go. Hit the record button. Accept the Gift by Jason Smith, February 13th, 2025. Take 1. I wonder if you can think back to a long time ago, a time you haven't thought about in years. Maybe something you forgot when you were a child, surrounded by your family. And maybe you can get a sense of that feeling of belonging and kindness and understanding that comes from being around the people you love. And perhaps you might notice the frost forming on the window pane and the patterns it paints. Each snowflake, each icy sculptor, a unique design. That's right. And begin to feel the warmth now from the fireplace and a mug of hot cocoa and those plump, fluffy marshmallows. Can you remember it? Sure you can. It is just like it was yesterday. And notice the lights. Red, yellow, green, and blue, wrapped around a Christmas tree. And underneath, presents wrapped in various colors, different shapes and sizes. And feel that wonder. You know, that curious kind of wonder. The kind mixed with hope and excitement. That's the one. Notice how good it feels to smile from ear to ear as you wait for your mom or dad, sister or brother, aunt or uncle, or maybe a grandparent reaches for that special gift. That's right. The one you always wanted and you never thought you would get. And as they hand it to you, notice how your fingers tremble with desire, and let that excitement well up in you like it once did, and rip into that gift. I wonder what it is. You know what it is, don't you? Of course you do. And now, what do? Do you give it back because it wasn't what you wanted? Do you give it back because you don't feel worthy enough to receive it? Or do you receive it with gladness, accepting it for what it is, a kind, heartfelt gesture from someone you love most, and you can accept it. And as you learn to accept that gift, you can learn all you need to know about accepting. Sure, it is a great thing to give, but it is especially great to receive. That's right. Woo! That one's a good one. I like that one. Oh my. Took me way back. I can remember the fireplace. I remember the hot cocoa. Funny that I would have hot cocoa in this particular script after just dealing with sugar in the last one, but you know, it adds to the atmosphere, it adds to the experience of what it was like at Christmas time. And it is something to think about. We get these presents. Do we give them back? Or do we take them in? Do we receive it with gladness? That is a powerful question. And if we realize that all of these things, all of these experiences that we have, they're gifts, I wonder how our lives would change if we accepted them for what they are. Well, that was a bonus. Didn't intend to go there, but wow. All right. So I'm saving this now. Accept the gift. save. Okay, that one's done. All right, what do we got next? I'm going to have to dive into my Google Docs to find out, because I had some more that I want to write that I have not yet written. There's one I'm going to do on change, one I'm going to do on confidence, I'm going to do one on creativity, and one on aging. Aging is exciting for me because now I'm 43, and with all of the changes that I'm making in my life internally and outside, I believe that I'm growing younger, not older. There's a lot of people who think that they're getting older. And maybe they don't even say they're older, but they say, I'm old. I've heard people as young as their 30s saying, man, I feel old. You know, that's a mindset. When you start embodying this idea of old, whatever that may look like to you, your body is going to begin to model those beliefs and thoughts and feelings of being old. But I've read books, and there was a book by Hillary Tyndall. She's a doctor, and it was about I think it was called Up, The Power of Positivity. And she talked in that book about how having a positive outlook on life, thinking positively in every situation, that we could actually lengthen the telomeres in our brain. What's a telomere? The way she described it in the book, Up, she was talking about telomeres being like little aglets. You know what an aglet is, right? It's that part of the shoelace at the very end, the tip of the shoelace, where it's wrapped around in plastic and it's tight. That's the aglet. And you know how shoes are when it doesn't have an aglet on the end. The end of it will start to fray, and it becomes bothersome to even try to tie the shoe or keep it tied. I know. I have a son who loses his aglets all the time. So the aglets get shorter as you age, but you can lengthen your telomeres simply you can lengthen your telomeres simply by thinking positive. And now that gets into a whole nother realm of, is positive thinking something that we should all be doing? And some people think that positive thinking is woo woo, but I don't think it is. I think when you start looking at things and look for the silver lining in any experience that you have, I feel that when you look for positive things, you'll see more positivity in life. I know that's happening with me. As soon as I shifted my mindset to more positive, I'm beginning to enjoy my job more. I'm beginning to enjoy what I do with hypnosis more. I'm starting to work out. I'm starting to eat better. I'm starting to track my calories. I'm starting to track my protein, my carbs, and my fat macros. And I'm making better choices. And all of these choices together, I mean, my eyesight's getting better. I don't remember the last time I wore my glasses. I had to take them off because it was starting to bother me wearing them. And so now I'm not wearing my glasses. Am I completely healed? Not yet. There are still some things that are a little bit blurry out there for me, but I can tell that my eyesight is getting better. And so this positive thinking, this working out, eating right, exercising, sleeping better, it's helping me to feel more energy in my body. I feel like I did 20 years ago. So that means I feel like I'm 23 years old even though I'm 43. That's amazing to me. So I don't see myself as growing older. I see myself as growing younger or growing with grace. And so that's something that's in the back of my mind. I want to do a hypnosis script to help people who are grappling with this concept of aging, as if aging's a bad thing, and turn it around so that they can feel vibrant and more alive than they ever did before. And so that's something that I'm working on, and that will be completed at some point in the future. It's very non-specific, but that's exactly what I'm going to be working on, in addition to the stories on change, confidence, and creativity. Those are all very important to me. But in the meantime, I've been inspired to do different scripts, and one of those in particular was the script on the horror script for my son, and so I think we're going to get into that one next. I just got to pull it up in my Google Docs and see what we've got there. So let me pop over there right now, and we're going to scroll down. Where's my Google Docs? Right here. Okay, awesome. And let's see. This is the one. Oh yeah, I'm excited about this one. Okay. This one doesn't have a title, but we're going to go ahead and record it anyway. This one's for my son Paxton. And here we go. Take one. You probably don't think this is going to work. You don't want to listen to this. You don't like my tone of voice or the background music. But you like drawing, don't you? And scary stories with nightmares and horror excite you, right? And you're already listening, right? Then let's begin. Start by taking a deep breath in and out. That's right. And when you're ready, you can find that it's a simple thing to relax and get comfortable, moving your arms and legs to find that perfect position for you. Close your eyes and take a deep breath. Imagine yourself holding a pencil, your favorite one, the one that feels just right in your hand, and in front of you is a giant blank page stretching as far as you can see. This is no ordinary paper. No, this is special. Whatever you draw on this page comes to life. You can already feel your fingers itching to create. The first lines take shape, a character, something from your imagination, something maybe a little strange, a little mysterious. You don't know exactly what it will become yet, but that's the fun part. As you shade in the eyes, something incredible happens. The drawing blinks. Then it stretches, moving like ink flowing across the page. And then, slowly, it steps out. It's standing beside you now, looking at you with curiosity, as if waiting, wondering what you want it to do. And as you look closer, you realize something strange. The creature isn't just something you imagined. It knows you. It understands things about you that no one else does. And in its eyes, there's no judgment, just recognition. You've been looking for something, it says, for a place to belong, for a way to feel safe, for someone to see you for you. But the moment is short. A cold wind brushes past you. The paper ripples. The world around you starts to shift. You look up, and suddenly, you're no longer in your room, no longer in your house. You are somewhere else, somewhere darker, mist swirling around your feet. Shapes move in the distance, shadows stretching and curling. And your drawing? It looks around too, you're in this together. The place you've stepped into feels strange, but not entirely unfamiliar. It's like a dream or a nightmare, but you know deep down that you have control. After all, this world started with your drawing, and if you created it, that means you can change it. A whisper drifts through the air. A voice calls your name, but not in a scary way. No, it's like a memory you forgot you had. A voice that reminds you of something important, something deep inside you. The ground shifts, and suddenly, figures emerge from the mist. You recognize them. Monsters, creatures, things from stories and games. But something is different. They aren't attacking. They aren't even moving toward you. They're just watching, waiting. But none of them attack. They recognize you because you created them. You reach into your pocket and find something new. A set of special markers, pencils and crayons, glowing with a soft pulsing light. And the moment you touch them, a warmth spreads through your fingers, a feeling of confidence and control, of knowing that no matter what happens, you are safe. In your own mind, you belong here, and you are seen. And whenever you desire to feel this feeling in the waking world, you can easily pick up your favorite drawing instrument, a brightly colored marker, a sharpened colored pencil, or even a crayon from a restaurant, and you can feel this feeling as more real than ever before, because you are strong, you are safe, you belong. Then your drawing steps forward. It looks at the creatures, then at you, and it does something unexpected. It smiles, not a creepy smile, a real one, a knowing one, and in that moment, you understand something deep inside. These creatures, they aren't enemies. They aren't dangers. They are parts of you, parts of your mind, and they're looking to you for guidance, for understanding, for a place to belong. The wind stills, the mist begins to clear, and as you stand there, you feel it, stronger than ever. That feeling of knowing who you are, that feeling of being in control, not because you're fighting, but because you're accepting. You belong here. You belong wherever you go. And no matter what world you step into, real or imagined, you have the power to shape it. The drawing turns to you one last time as if to say, you did it. And then with a blink, it steps back onto the page, becoming ink once more. And sometimes, in the waking world, you'll notice a flash of color, a red sign, a blue streak, a yellow glow. It's a signal, a quiet reminder to pause, take a deep breath, and know that you are exactly where you need to be, because this is your story, and you are the one holding the pen. The world shifts again, the paper fades, and you find yourself back, sitting comfortably, breathing deeply, knowing that whatever you need to, you can return to this place, and that you are never alone. Cut. I got to redo that last paragraph. So here we go. One more. Take two. The world shifts again. The paper fades, and you find yourself back, sitting comfortably, breathing deeply, knowing that whenever you need to, you can return to this place, and that you are never alone. Now, as I count up from 1 to 5, you can bring all of this back with you, feeling refreshed, strong, and calm. 1, 2, 3, beginning to notice your surroundings. 4, 5, eyes open, fully present, fully aware, and feeling good. Wide awake now. Okay, that one's a fun one. I think a good title for that one is The Nightmare of the Living Drawing. All right, so I'm going to save that one into my Audacity projects. Awesome. So we've covered a lot of ground today. That's 5 hypnosis scripts that I have recorded today. I think I have one more that's prepared and ready to go. And if that's the case, we'll go ahead and record it too while I have this time. This last one. Nope, that's not a script. Okay. All right, bear with me for a moment. I've got quite a bit of stuff in here. It'd be really helpful if I knew what I titled these things. Sometimes I put titles on them, sometimes I don't. And so it'd be helpful to have a title on everything. ChatGPT is a wonderful tool. It can be used for drafting, coming up with ideas. It's really good at helping to refine ideas and make them better. Sometimes I use it just to create the sloppy copy, the beginning, the very first run through of a particular track. And then I'll refine the script on my own, because sometimes I don't like the way that ChatGPT words things. But it is a useful tool, and if you're not using AI and you're a hypnotist, it's wonderful for helping you to come up with some great ideas. So let's see here. Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. This is a script that I've been wanting to write for a while, or record for a while. This one's important. I've got 2 of them, and we'll just record them both in the same audio, and I can split the track in half once I do that. But these are 2 scripts for working out. So if you are working out at the gym or you've just started a workout routine, one of the things is when I first started back at working out, I noticed that on my first leg day, I had overdone it and my quads were killing me. I could barely walk up the stairs, and I had stairs I got to walk up and down all the time between getting up to my apartment, between my office at work, and going down to the factory floor, all of this stuff. It was unbearable. I was like, man, and it ached for 3 days. So I decided I wanted to have some hypnosis scripts that would help with priming the system pre-workout and then post-workout recovery. And so I'm going to go ahead and do those right now because those are important for me. That's the fun part, is that when you start creating hypnosis scripts for you, you'll find out that sometimes they help other people. And so I'm going to do that right now. These are very short, but they're designed to be short so that you can listen to them on the way to the gym and on the way home. And well, obviously you wouldn't want to listen to them while you're driving a car. That would be ridiculous. But the idea is to get you in the right mindset before you work out and after you work out so you have a faster recovery. So that's what we're going to do right now. All right. This track is the pre-workout hypnosis priming the system. Take 1. And so it begins. There's a place deep inside, a place where everything is regulated, calibrated, tuned to perfection. It's warm here, a steady hum in the air, the rhythmic hiss of steam, the occasional clank of metal. You find yourself in the boiler room, the hidden engine that powers everything, fueling motion, generating strength. And just ahead, moving with calm certainty, is the maintenance man. He's been here a long time. He knows every pipe, every valve, every connection that makes this system work efficiently, powerfully. He walks the length of the room inspecting, adjusting, fine-tuning, because everything must be ready, optimized, prepared for what's ahead. He moves to the pressure valves first, running his hand over the metal, a gentle twist here, a firm adjustment there, and the system responds smoothly, perfectly. Pressure is building, energy is rising, fueling every cell, every muscle, preparing you. A few bolts need tightening. The wrench turns, smooth and steady, joints stabilizing, muscles locking into place, everything aligned and ready to move. And finally, the power flow, the fuel that drives it all. He checks the channels, opening them wider, ensuring a perfect, unrestricted flow. You feel it now, warmth spreading, circuits engaging, every part of you coming online. The maintenance man steps back, nodding in satisfaction. Everything is ready, calibrated, primed for peak performance. And as you stand there, feeling the hum of the system, knowing everything is in place, you realize you are ready. The energy is there, waiting for you to move, to act, to perform at your highest level. Now, as you step out of the boiler room, you bring all of this with you, the stability, the alignment, the raw, powerful energy, and on the count of 3, you will be fully awake, fully alert, fully prepared. 1, the power flows through you. 2, Your body is primed, eager, and ready. 3. Eyes open, fully energized. Let's begin. Wide awake now. Okay, next we're going to move on to the post-workout hypnosis called Build Back Better. This one is inspired by the Doozers from Jim Henson's Fraggle Rock. I'm a big fan of that show. I've been watching the new series on Apple TV and revisiting the old series too. I did not know that came out in 1982 or 1983 when I was 1 year old. I remember watching it in reruns probably in the late 80s. And so I'm like, wow, I can't believe that. But I love Fraggle Rock and I love the idea of the Doozers. And so the Doozers have inspired this. They've got characters in this one called the Build-Its, and the Build-Its are the ones that help to build our bodies back better after we work out. So that's the background of this story, and we're going to go ahead and get started now. Post-workout hypnosis, build back better, take 1. And now the work is done. You've given your all. Your body has performed, moved, exerted itself, and now, deep inside, something new begins. A vast network of highways stretches before you, winding through every fiber of your being. And along these highways, moving with quiet precision, come the Build-Its. Small, efficient, dedicated. They have a job to do, a task that they perform perfectly every time. You don't have to tell them what to do. They already know. As their carts roll along the fibrous highways, the first task begins, suctioning waste, clearing what is no longer needed, making space for renewal. You can hear it, the soft whir of their machinery, the rhythmic hiss as tension is drawn away, effortlessly, perfectly. The body knows how to let go. Waste is being removed at the perfect rate. Muscles releasing, tension dissolving. And then, fresh materials arrive. The Build-Its deliver exactly what is needed. Oxygen, nutrients, the building blocks of strength. They reinforce structures, weaving fibers stronger, denser, more resilient. Every movement they make, every adjustment restores balance, enhances mobility, ensures faster recovery. And as they work, you can feel it happening. Pain melts away, muscles recover faster. Your body absorbs exactly what it needs, building back stronger, more resilient than before. The Build-Its know what they are doing. They work in harmony, synchronized, efficient. You don't have to think about it. You just feel it happening automatically. And soon, the work is complete. The fibrous highways hum with fresh energy, every system running smoothly, effortlessly, efficiently. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, you bring this renewed strength with you. And on the count of 3, you will awake feeling fully recovered, refreshed, and stronger than before. 1. Muscles relaxed, yet powerful. 2. Energy returning, body feeling light and free. 3. Eyes open, fully restored, ready for whatever comes next. Wide awake now. Outstanding. Whew, I like that. I'm looking forward to putting that together with some music and sound effects to make that into something that is useful for pre-workout and post-workout recovery. If you like that one, leave me a comment and let me know. All right, saving this project as All right, here's the next one. I think at this point we might be able to wrap up for the day after this last one. This last one is one that I created once again for myself. I don't know about you, but sometimes it's easy to go through life and think the little man can't get ahead. To feel like everything you do, you're not you're not making progress, whether it's in your job, your finances, whatever it may be. And that feeling of being stuck can keep you stuck much longer than you want to be. And so, since I've often experienced that, since I grew up with a poverty mindset, I decided I wanted to write a hypnosis script that would help me with developing an abundance mindset. If that's something that you need, leave a comment below. And I mean, obviously, you'll get to hear this script right now in its raw form, but I can send you the final version once it's complete, and you can have it to refer back to. All right, so here we go. This one is an abundance mindset hypnosis designed to help you manifest your finances. All right, here we go. Unlocking Wealth and Abundance Hypnosis Script, take 1. Take a deep breath in and exhale. That's right. Another deep breath in, and as you exhale, feel your body becoming lighter, your mind opening, allowing yourself to drift into a deep, comfortable state of relaxation. As you listen to my voice, every breath you take guides you deeper into relaxation, deeper into transformation. That's right. Feeling a warm wave of relaxation moving from the top of your head down through your shoulders, your arms, your chest, your belly, all the way down to your legs and feet, sinking, floating, deeply relaxed. And as you relax even more, bring to mind the old limitations that no longer serve you, the old beliefs about money, about wealth, about success, all the unconscious stories that kept you playing small. Perhaps it was the belief that money is scarce, that wealth is difficult, that success comes with guilt or shame. But you know, deep within you, that these were just stories, stories that no longer belong to you. See those old beliefs as fragile glass, the imaginary ceiling that once held you back. Now imagine standing beneath it, looking up, and with a deep breath, feel your power building. You reach up and shatter that ceiling into 1,000,000 pieces. Watch as it dissolves into nothingness, revealing the limitless sky above, open, expansive, abundant. Now, step forward into the identity of your wealthiest self, the version of you who naturally attracts and sustains wealth, the confident investor, the strategic thinker, the opportunity magnet, the person who solves problems and prospers effortlessly. Feel the certainty in your heart as you repeat in your mind, I am a wealth magnet. Money flows to me and through me with ease. I fill my cup first, and the overflow serves others. Abundance is my birthright. That's right. Feel these words integrating deep into your subconscious mind, becoming a part of who you are now. Now gently bring your thumb, index finger, and middle finger together on both hands, activating the mudra of wealth attraction. This is your prosperity anchor. Each time you use this gesture, it instantly reconnects you to the feelings of abundance, certainty, and limitless wealth. Feel it now, a golden light surrounding you, flowing through you, the energy of wealth and prosperity radiating from within, stronger and stronger each time you reinforce this anchor. Now imagine yourself stepping forward into your future. You see your bank accounts growing, 6 figures, 7 figures, investments multiplying, savings overflowing, every financial goal realized. You see yourself making powerful, confident financial decisions, investing wisely, saving effortlessly, giving generously, not from obligation, but from pure joy and overflow. And as you step into this vision, feel the joy, the freedom, the confidence. You are in charge of your financial destiny. You are abundant. You are wealthy. You are limitless. And as you embrace this reality, you feel deep gratitude, for the Lord has given you the power to create wealth. Wealth that flows without sorrow, without guilt, only with purpose, joy, and expansion. Like a tree in the forest, deeply rooted, yet growing infinitely upward, branches expanding, bearing fruit effortlessly. You are connected to the infinite source of abundance. Money is not a struggle. It is a blessing, a tool, a means to create, serve, and thrive. And now, as this truth integrates into every cell of your being, take a deep breath in, feeling lighter, freer, more empowered than ever before. Exhale, locking in this new reality. In a moment, I will count from 1 to 5, and as I do, you'll come back to full awareness, feeling refreshed, renewed, and ready to attract the wealth and abundance that is already yours. 1. Feeling energy returning to your body. 2. Moving your fingers and toes. 3. Bringing this abundance mindset with you. 4. Eyes ready to open. 5. Eyes open, wide awake, feeling limitless and unstoppable. Welcome to your abundant life. Wide awake now. Awesome. Now, some of you might have recognized the spiritual components to this, and that is because I am a Christian. I do get some flack from time to time of being a hypnotist and being a Christian, but my faith deeply integrates with hypnosis. Why? Because it's all about inner transformation and inner healing. If you get your mind right, then everything else will flow from that. You know something? Some people might think this is a little bit crazy, but I'm going to tell you what I truly believe. I believe that the unconscious mind, the one that knows all, sees all, feels all, experiences all, that description sounds a lot like someone I know. God. He's everywhere at all times. He's all seeing, all knowing, all powerful. And when you can tap into your unconscious mind, you're allowing God to work in your life at the deepest level. It's no different than meditation. It's no different than going to prayer. Hypnosis is just another avenue that helps you to activate that relationship with your Creator. I truly believe that. And some people might call that heresy, but you know what? My pastor always said this, and I hold it to be true, even when I'm not supported in my own church when it comes to hypnosis. My pastor said that a man with an experience is not at the mercy of a man with an opinion. I have been down the dark tunnel of hypnosis. I have seen what it can do, and I know how it connects with and integrates with my God. And so, call me whatever you want. I know what I'm called to do, and it's called to help people heal in their minds and in their hearts. So, thanks for joining me on this live stream today. I'm sure it was long. It may have been entertaining. It may have been boring to some of you all if you tuned in and caught a little glimpse of what was going on. But I did this as a challenge to myself to do a live stream because I've heard it's good to live stream your work and let people see what you're working on. And so having done all of these hypnosis scripts today, I feel good about the work that I've done today, and I'm ready to get into the editing room and start working on these so that I can start posting some new hypnotic tales to the playlist that's on this channel. Again, if you have not checked that out yet, head on over to the playlist Hypnotic Tales and have a playthrough. There's a few different ones. Now, to be honest, they're not the greatest recordings. Originally, when I recorded them in the closet in my bedroom on my iPhone because that's all I had access to when my kids were home. And I was like, But now I'm sitting at my computer. I have my good microphone. I've got a good set of headphones on. I'm going to be able to get in there and make these new ones with a much higher quality than the previous ones. So that's what I'm looking forward to. So with that said, I'm Jason Smith. I'm a hypnotist in Radcliffe, Kentucky. If there's anything that you want to work on, whether it is allergies, insomnia, anxiety, fear, smoking cessation, weight loss, weight management, whatever it is that is a blockage in your life and you want some help with that, you can get in touch with me. I don't have a website yet, but you can check me out. Just send me a DM here on the comments, or you can go over to how can I point you to something? Let's see if I can put something up on the screen for you. No, I can't really. I don't have anything preloaded for this live stream, but you can find me on Facebook, Jason M. Smith in Radcliffe, Kentucky. I believe it's jason.m.smith42 or jason. Yeah, something like that. If you look for my profile name, that's pretty much the same on all of the things, so you can find me there. But yeah, I'd be happy to connect with you. You can send me a text at 502-833-6136. 502-833-6136. That's my Google number, so you can hit me up there. Again, let me just pull it up so I make sure I'm giving you the right number. I'm positive I did, but let's just make sure. Yes, 502-833-6136. Send me a text message that you're interested in hypnosis to help you with whatever aspect of your life you want to work on, and we'll make it happen. I am able to do this online through Zoom, and so if you're not in my immediate area, we can set something up and arrange for some hypnosis coaching to help you out. All right, thanks for joining me. I'm going to end the live stream right there. Have an amazing weekend, and I call you blessed.